On ground, ito ang bagong DWIZ 882. Nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. Proud member of ALC Group of Companies.
Ang lahat ng opinyon, pagtingin, pananaw o kuro-kuro ng mga bisita at panauhin o mga anchors o host sa programang ito ay sarili at tanging opinyon at pananaw ng mga nabanggit at hindi opinyon o pananaw ng Aliw Broadcasting Corporation, mga producers o mga namamahala ng Aliw Broadcasting o anumang organisasyon na affiliated sa network at kailanman ay hindi iniendorso ng Aliw Broadcasting Corporation ang mga nabanggit na opinyon at pananaw sa programa.
Walang yumayaman sa pagiging empleyado lang. Dapat lahat tayo nagninegosyo. Timing! Narito ang isang programang magbibigay ng tamang gabay sa pagnenegosyo. Pakinggan at panoorin ang mga ekspertong magiging guest dito. Isang show para sa negosyo. DWIZ Negoshow. Kasama sina Lito Gagni at Gerry Urbina. Pakinggan ng live sa DWIZ. Panoorin ng live sa Aliw 23 at i-follow sa lahat ng digital channels ng DWIZ, Facebook, YouTube at DWIZ News App. Huwag munang magplano, huwag munang sasabak, huwag munang papasok sa negosyo nang hindi napapanood ang show na Negoshow.
Okay, we're back. And we have a very, very special guest in today's episode of Negoshow. Guest po natin today is Dr. Janina Gutierrez-Tan. Siya po ang president and founder ng Hair Rev. Good afternoon, Dr. Janina.
Good afternoon. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.
Huy, thank you so much for spending your afternoon with us.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, but before we jump into what Hair Rev is all about, pag-usapan muna natin yung her story mo. Kasi, alam mo naman, we're celebrating International Women's Month here at Negoshow. Tapos, all throughout this month, guests namin ay mga women leaders and entrepreneurs. So, can you tell us a bit about your professional journey bago kayo naging isang entrepreneur?
Okay.
Yes.
So, ako po ay isang chemist by profession.
Okay.
I did my undergrad in BS Chemistry.
Yes.
Actually, with computer engineering.
Wow!
But after I got my degree in chemistry,
Okay.
I was supposed to do another year of computer engineering.
Okay.
But I was offered a job working for World Bank and United Nations with DNR.
The Department of Environment and Natural
Yes.
Resources. Aba?
So that was a project to, technically, to help lessen the ozone depleting substances that were being used by the industry to protect the ozone layer.
When you say industry,
At that time, the refrigeration industry,
Okay. Yes.
the styrofoam,
okay.
the fire extinguishers were using CFCs, which were causing the ozone hole.
Okay. Ma'am, pero okay, that's totally different from what you're doing right now. Kasi what inspired you to take all of this scientific expertise and turn it into a hair care brand?
Okay. Actually, segue ko lang. So
Okay.
after that, nag-PhD ako sa chem.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I got into environmental chemistry.
Okay.
But I had to take a leave of absence because my sons were sickly.
Okay.
So I stayed home.
Yes.
But I couldn't not do anything.
Okay.
So I started a business
Okay.
in cosmetics.
So, bilang isang housewife, that's when you decided na, hey, it's time to start a business.
Yeah.
Kasi I'm not working full time. I'm at home.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, what inspired you nga to start this hair care brand, Hair Rev?
Okay. So, noong 2015,
Oh.
yung husband ko, medyo nasistress siya kasi manipis ang buhok niya.
Naku, yes.
I actually did not notice it, but he's kind of vain.
Yep.
And he was worried na talagang tuluyan ng manipis yung buhok niya.
Okay.
So he started using all these brands. He would order from the US, and then it didn't work. And then he tried drugs, it didn't work. And then may ginamit siya dito sa Philippines na local brands.
Okay.
Na, to be honest with you, ang hindi mabango.
Ah, okay.
So as a wife, at night, it would stain the sheets.
Yes.
So ilalatag niya yung towel sa pillow niya.
Okay.
And then, hindi siya mabango talaga. So ayokong tumabi sa kanya.
Ah, okay.
Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, ang hassle-hassle naman yan. Ano ba yan? So
Okay.
he told me that he was using it
Yes.
as a hair thickener. And I said, ako na nga lang gagawa. Susubukan ko.
Okay.
So I started making, and then I had him test it.
Okay.
In 2 months, nagulat kami sa results.
Kumapal yung buhok niya.
Oo. Sabi nga nung anak ko, wow, mama, we're going to be rich. Nung nakita niya.
Okay, wait. Yun nga, that was your aha moment, di ba? Na, teka lang, I think I could make something better. Di ba? Kasi sabi mo nga, you weren't happy kasi medyo may amoy. Di ba? Yung ginagamit niyang product.
Yeah.
At the same time, hindi rin kumakapal yung buhok niya. Di ba? Can you walk us through siguro yung stage na yun of coming up with your, tama ba yung term? Recipe?
Formula.
Formula, yun, formula for that hair care brand, yes.
Okay. So, dinaan ko sa research talaga.
Okay.
Naghanap ako ng mga ingredients na may scientific studies.
Okay.
Total, sanay naman ako sa scientific studies, sanay naman ako sa experiments. So, naghanap kami ng may ingredients na may basis, na may published results.
Okay.
And then, that's how we put together the ingredients and tested it. But of course, when we saw it worked on him, hindi pa rin ako confident.
Okay.
We talked to several hair experts in reputable hospitals in
Okay.
Metro Manila. We let them, we conducted open trials,
Okay.
and then documented all the results. And then when we saw that it was good and it was safe, then we shared it with our friends muna.
Okay.
Gathered muna.
So, family and friends.
Oo, gathered muna, tested. Meron pa nga kaming mga tattoo eh. So, yung mga volunteers ko, pumupunta sila sa dermatologist, tinatattoo yung area, sinishave, pinipicturean, para talagang ma-document kung talagang effective siya.
Yeah.
And then, when we were ready, it took about 2 to 3 years. So, just before the pandemic, that's when we launched na.
Wow, okay. Wait, so what you're saying is probably very, very important kasi you took on a scientific approach, diba, to developing your product. Is that correct to say
Yes,
that?
yes.
Yeah, versus other products that are out there, right? That don't have, I guess, scientific evidence to back them up. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, I cannot speak for them, but
Okay.
I can speak for myself.
Yes.
That yes,
Okay.
we do have scientific evidence, and up to now, I don't stop there.
Yes.
So up to now, we're still undergoing new studies.
So you're still developing the product. Okay. Wait, as a female entrepreneur in the science and beauty industry, what has been the most fulfilling part of your journey so far?
You know, the most fulfilling part is hearing the testimonies.
Ayun, yeah.
Do you remember Nicole, your guest?
Yes.
I believe she guessed
Guest
it.
lang namin nung Friday, yeah. Miss Nicole Paterno of Nancy Care.
So I just saw her. Shout out to Nicole.
Yes.
So I just saw her in our batch reunion.
Okay.
2 Decembers ago.
Yes.
And I saw her, and she told me that she had cancer.
Yeah, she's battling cancer.
And
Yeah.
I said, okay, when you're ready, I'll send you something. So I
different.
sent her Hair Rev,
Okay.
but she didn't use it yet because she
Yeah.
was going to undergo chemotherapy.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, I think it was already October, November, she texted me. She said, Janina, I want to thank you so much. Hair Rev really helped me. You know, everyone is asking me why I have hair.
Wow.
So, talagang that is, to me, very fulfilling.
Yes.
That I am able to help these women because sabi nga niya sa
A
akin,
cancer patient.
yes.
Yes.
And I believe she used it just before her last chemotherapy, and when her peers in the chemotherapy session saw her,
Yeah.
gulat na gulat silang lahat.
Yeah, and again, we can attest to that. Guest lang namin siya nung Friday. Ang kapal-kapal na ng
Nakita
buhok
mo?
niya. Yes.
Nakakatuwa, di ba?
Nakakatuwa, di ba?
That's for me, that's the most amazing and fulfilling part. But
Wow.
but I also want to share that ang daming tao na from all walks of life.
Yes.
So one of my favorite testimonies also is this senior citizen from Sultan Kudarat.
Okay.
The reason why I'm so happy is because he recounts that he just messaged our Facebook ad.
Okay.
Saan ba nabibili to?
Yes.
Our Facebook account, saan ba nabibili to?
Okay.
And then somebody told him, meron sa Mercury Takurong. Sultan Kudarat. It so happened at that moment, he was just, I think, behind or in the area.
Yes.
So he went and bought.
Okay.
You know, he showed me his picture.
Yes.
Talaga, pag nakita mo siya, ang kapal ng buhok niya ngayon.
Oh, wow.
So nakakatuwa. And then, iba-iba yung stories nila. But
Yes.
I think the common theme that I realize is that although it seems trivial,
Yeah.
ang laki ng nagagawa ng buhok sa self-confidence.
Correct. Sa
ng tao.
self-esteem.
Oo, sa self-esteem
Diba?
and self-confidence.
So you're reinstating both self-esteem and self-confidence with many of your users.
Yeah.
Diba? Okay. Well, March is International Women's Month, right? So what does this mean to
To
you
me?
as a
Okay.
woman in business and a scientist at the same time?
Okay. I know Women's Month was started to honor those who were fighting against discrimination, right?
Equal
And
rights.
And
Yeah.
fighting for equal rights. For me, when we celebrate Women's Month, we honor and we celebrate the contributions of every woman,
Okay.
no matter how small,
Yep.
in their own way. So as a scientist and as an entrepreneur, I celebrate my small wins, my small contributions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, there are a lot of women that are tuned in right now. Ang dami nakikinig, dami nanonood. I mean, if you could give one piece of advice to the women that are watching and listening out there right now, I mean, to pursue a career in science and entrepreneurship, I mean, what would it be?
Well, I think it's that we don't limit ourselves to one.
Okay.
It's never one or the other.
Yep.
And I tell my sons also, walang period, walang tuldok. So for me, I chose a path in science.
Okay.
And I mean, I went all the way. I did a PhD. But I did not limit myself to the laboratory.
Yes.
I explored other options, and here I am.
With your
Yeah.
own hair care
So
brand.
to
Yes.
all the women in science,
Yes.
I mean, if you're there and you enjoy the lab, well and good, and then
Yeah.
you pursue research, that's such a great thing.
Yeah.
But if you want to explore more, it's not the end of the journey.
Yeah.
Ang dami pang pwedeng gawin, ang dami pang pwedeng mangyari.
Yeah. Well, again, you're very unique kasi not only are you an entrepreneur, but you're a scientist at the same time. And very unique in a way because you invented your own product, you know. Again, we haven't had that many entrepreneurs on the show that can actually say na, hey, I invented my own product, you know. So how does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel proud, although
Okay.
I've had a lot of help also.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to acknowledge that I've had a lot of help
Yes.
from my family, my friends,
Okay.
the office,
Yep.
and our suppliers.
Oy, shout out
Yeah.
naman to your office, your team,
Yeah,
di ba?
hello.
I'm sure they're watching right now.
In Jessa, talagang bumati.
Yeah, pero let's talk about yung starting out, 'di ba? Yung kasi when you were building Hair Rev from the start, can you share siguro some of your early challenges and how you hurdled them?
Okay, I think one of the biggest challenge is when you're against multinationals.
Ayun.
They have limitless budgets. They have med reps with cars.
Correct, yeah.
Representing
Unlimited resources. Yeah.
Visiting doctors. They have money for ads, and we didn't.
Yep.
And then, but we, through word of mouth, through social media, using our influencers, we were able to promote our product. Another challenge is making the doctors listen to us.
Okay.
Because syempre yung doctors may gold standard sila,
Yes.
diba? Which is minoxidil.
Okay.
It's a drug.
Yeah.
And that is the gold standard with hair growth. So there are some doctors who will not listen to us anymore because
Yeah.
that's the only thing that they prescribe to their doctors. Kasi yun lang naman talaga ang may parang proven talaga na historically.
Okay.
But when we show them and we try to convince them by showing them that there is also scientific research and scientific studies using our ingredients.
Yep. Can you go back to the first doctor that you were able to convince to actually try and test your product with their patients?
I don't think I can say the name.
Don't say names, but again, can you talk about that experience without mentioning names? Yeah.
Okay. So, eto na lang. This doctor, there was a doctor in a province doing hair transplants.
Okay.
And then she was recommending Hair Rev for her post-transplant patients.
Okay.
Now, one of those patients was a doctor here in Manila.
Okay.
And he was so impressed with the results on himself.
Yes.
Yan yung pinaprescribe niya sa patients niya.
Okay.
So that's one way that we are able to it happened, no, parang serendipity.
Yeah.
But the other doctors naman in reputable hospitals, ako ang pumupunta sa kanila para kausapin
So at the
sila.
start, ikaw mismo parang sarili mong medrep.
Ako talaga.
Ikaw mismo.
Ako talaga.
Okay. So you're employee
I would
number
wait-
1 talaga.
I would wait hours in the hallways of hospitals
Yeah.
waiting to talk to doctors.
But wait, how did you learn how to approach these doctors? I mean, you didn't come from yun nga, that medrep background.
Wala, I just did it.
Okay.
Ganun ako eh. I just do it, and then for some it didn't work, but there
Okay.
were quite a few who responded well.
Yeah, kasi again, it's tough being a medrep. Nakikita ko sila pag pumunta ako sa doktor.
Oo, mahirap.
Ang tagal nila naghihintay. Minsan hindi pa sila pinapansin ni doc. 'Di ba? I mean, again, can you share some of your challenging experiences nga being your own medrep for Hair Rev?
Well, I really hate waiting eh. I'm so impatient. I'm so impatient because I have a million things to do.
Of course.
But this one doctor, I really waited for him. I think it was, our appointment was at 1 o'clock. I waited till 5:30.
So 4 na oras,
Pero-
kalahati ka nandun
pero naman,
sa labas
sulit
ng
na
office.
sulit.
O bakit?
Eh kasi, he ordered a test batch, and when he saw that it was working for his patients,
Okay.
then now he regularly prescribes it
Prescribes it.
or recommends it to his patients.
Oh, fantastic. So, it was worth the wait.
Super. Kaya ngayon ready na ako mag-antay. May laptop na ako.
Okay.
Tsaka may
Wait,
games ako sa phone.
Are you saying until now? Nagme-medrep ka pa rin? Or?
Not so much,
Okay.
but when there are doctors who request for me, I go.
Okay.
Anytime.
Yeah. Wait, let's go back also to, kwento mo kanina, di ba? Your children were sickly, so you were forced to stay home. Can you talk about yun nga, how you decided to, I guess, start your own laboratory from home? I'm assuming, tama ba yun? To create your own
Hindi,
unique formula for hair
Nung
rem.
umpisa kasi bed rest ako eh.
Oh,
So
okay.
did my research.
Okay, yes.
And then when I was cleared na, that's when I started. May office naman.
Okay. So nagbukas ka ng office, nag-start ka ng lab. Did you have to invest in equipment?
Minimal.
Very minimal, okay.
We have partners also that we
Okay.
work with.
What you're working with. Okay. So, I mean, can you talk about yun nga, again, concocting the formula and then taking it to the market? Kasi I'm sure there's a lot of people that are watching and listening right now that are very interested nga on how to go about launching their own, I guess, in your case, hair care brand, but I'm sure some are thinking of launching their own cosmetic brand or some brand within the space.
Okay. Alam mo, ang community ng cosmetics sa Philippines, very close. And
Yeah.
as I mentioned earlier, there is such a thing as Chamber of Cosmetic industries in the Philippines.
Alam
And they
ko,
can help.
Vice President ka.
Oo. Hello, CCIPBOT.
Yan, shout out. Yes, that's right. Oh.
So they can help because we have a pool of experts and we
Okay.
have a pool of suppliers. But for me, for my own journey,
Yep.
I had help from some suppliers. Marami akong kinausap
Okay.
until we found the right suppliers. Mahirap yung testing from from choosing the bottle. In fact, we had to change our spray several times. Kasi,
Why?
Well, we found the more efficient way of delivery, yung mahaba yung nozzle, para
Okay.
walang nasasayang.
Yeah.
So as you go along the way, you discover that there is a lot of room for improvement.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I'm not afraid to do. Actually, yung team ko nagagalit sa akin, palit ka na naman ng bote. But when I know that it will improve
Yes.
our product delivery,
Yes.
then I will go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's, again, thank you so much for sharing that because I think that's a very, very important lesson for many of the entrepreneurs that are watching and listening right now. Na if it's going to improve the delivery of your product, why not? Diba?
Yeah.
Make the change. I think that's a very interesting lesson. Well, again, let's go back. Siguro, share more details about yung product testing phase naman.
Okay.
Kasi, alam ko, diba, very rigorous rin yung regulations natin here in the Philippines, diba? When it comes to cosmetic products or hair care products, right? Oo.
Yeah. So bawat ingredient has to have a certificate of analysis and
Okay.
it has to undergo microbiome test to make sure that it's safe.
Yes.
And then
Safe for human use, diba? Human consumption.
Yes.
Oo.
Yes. So we underwent that process.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we had the final formula, ganun ulit, tests ulit. And
Okay.
actually until now we're testing because as I said, it's a continuous process of improvement.
Yeah. Yung testing, yung continuous testing, ikaw gumagastos dyan?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's an
wow.
investment.
It's an investment talaga. Okay.
Oh, and we usually, kasi you know, one thing that I pride myself with is that we're very open to the feedback of our customers. That's why we have a group of people who are answering the Facebook messages. I'm not so much a fan, o magagalit sa akin yung mga techie people, but I'm not so much a fan of AI.
Yung mga chatbots.
Oo, because I want the customers to feel a human a connection
Oo.
with our customer care.
Yeah.
And that's where we get most of the feedbacks for improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, it's very personal, di ba? Oh, this product that you're delivering, di ba? Again, it's all about reinstating the self-esteem and self-confidence of your customers. So I think again, that's the right approach. And I
Yeah.
think that, again, that's a very important lesson for many of the entrepreneurs that are tuned in right now, di ba? Wait, let's talk about naman yung securing credibility for your product,
okay.
di ba? I mean, how did you ensure Hair Rev would be trusted by consumers and dermatologists alike?
I feel we have a long way to go still because
okay.
we're very young.
Yep. Wait, how old's the company?
The company is already 18, 19-year-old.
Okay.
But the brand,
Yeah.
was launched in Mercury formally in 2019, just before the
2019.
pandemic.
Just before the pandemic. Okay.
So, how do I gain their... Well, we use the testimonies of real people.
Okay.
I really believe in that. So if you notice, if you go to our page, you see people talking about the Hair Rev. Those are not paid. Those are... When like Nicole...
Real customers, not paid actors.
Yeah,
Okay.
real people, real results. Like
Yeah.
Nicole, you know, she was so happy
Yes.
with how Hair Rev helped her. She
Yeah.
said, "Can you do a video of me?"
Okay.
Of course, we'd love to. I even said, "Are you okay for me to come to your home?" Because I know she was immunocompromised.
Correct, yes.
But so I just wore a mask and we did the interview. But when they are happy, they give their testimonies.
Yes.
And we rely on those to gain the credibility. Of course, I think it was about a year when our team forced me to come out because I never went up front.
Okay.
I never did interviews. I was always behind
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Oh.
But they said, people need to see who started Hair Rev and they need to know that you are a chemist because Kasi what sets you apart from all the scam brands on social media?
Yun,
So
yes.
they need to know that there's somebody behind the brand. Oh, by the way, I also pala took a course. So I am a certified hair loss practitioner by the US Trichology Institute.
Wow.
Because to make our brand credible,
Yes.
I wanted to make sure that I'm equipped and that I understand also the hair anatomy and the hair growth cycle perfectly well. So, nag-aral ako ulit.
Wow.
Tapos nagpa-certify ako sa American Certifying Medical Association.
Wait, kanina binanggit mo, di ba? Ang dami mga scam products online. I mean, are you able to share siguro a word of caution to our viewers right now na huwag magpa-loloko, di ba? Sa mga produkto na nandyan online kasi a lot of them really aren't scientifically proven, aren't FDA approved, di ba? Could be dangerous when used. Yeah.
Malalaman nyo kung fake eh. Ay, malalaman nyo kung fake, malalaman nyo kung scam.
Okay.
Unang-una, there is a good FDA verification portal that you can go to online. And you can choose the cosmetic products.
Yes.
And you can search the name of the product. It should be there.
Okay. So people can visit the FDA website
Yes.
and enter a name of a product
Or a brand.
or a brand to
And they
confirm.
can check if it's
Okay.
registered with
Kung
FDA.
legit yung brand.
Yes.
Kung approved ba siya ng FDA.
Yes, because I know during the pandemic, a lot of companies would put FDA approved
Yeah.
on social media, kahit naman hindi.
Hindi, di ba?
So
Tama.
that's one way of verifying.
Wait, kayo rin, di ba, naging victim ng scam?
Yeah.
But before you answer that, break muna tayo. It's
Okay.
2:27.
DWIZ Negosyo. Ang mga malalaking mga balita, ang mga matitinding mga pinag-uusap.
Fujidenzo Home and Commercial Appliances. Upgrade your usual appliances to Fujidenzo HD Inverter Appliances. Upgrade your home. Upgrade your business with Fujidenzo. Quality above all.
Do you have a gambling problem? To know more about Paccor's responsible gaming program, including its player exclusion program, visit www.pacor.ph/regulatory/responsible.ph. A message of concern from the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation.
Technogas Technique transforms your kitchen with safe and efficient appliances. With over 70 years of expertise, Technogas Technique embodies Italian kitchen excellence. Simplify your cooking with Technogas Technique, your cooking partner. That's the Technogas Technique.
From simple community to sophisticated connectivity, join FICTAP at our 26th International Cable Congress and Exhibit, March 13 to 14, 2025, Fiesta Pavilion, the Manila Hotel.
Habang hinihintay ang eleksyon, mag-research at i-educate ang sarili bago pumili ng iboboto. Daryl Justin po.
Paalalang dapat isipin at gawin. Bahagi na. Iboto ang tama. Itama ang boto. DWIZ Election Coverage. Latest, pinakabago at tama. DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
Pilipinas, narito na ang mga tamang balita sa oras na ito. Pag-aresto kay dating Pangulong Duterte, sana ay simula na ng paghabol sa hustisya sa mga biktima ng Oplan Tokhang, ayon po yan sa isang senador. Ang detalye po ng balita ngayon ihahatid ni Patrol 19, Celo Ortega Bueno.
Sana ay simula pa lang ang pag-aresto kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ng paghahabol ng hustisya sa lahat ng mga opisyal at kawani ng gobyerno na responsable sa pagpatay sa mga inosente o mga walang kamalay-malay. Itinayag ni Senator Risa Ontiveros makaraang igit na dumating na ang araw na hinihintay ng mga pamilya ng libu-libong Pilipino na napatay sa madugong tokhang ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Git na senadora, hindi lang naman isang tao ang nasa likod ng pagpaslang sa libo-libong Pinoy na sa ilalim na ipinatupad na tokhang ng Duterte administration. Ayon kay Ontiveros, pinangahawakan niya ang mga sinabi ni dating Pangulong Duterte under oath na haharapin niya ang mga kaso sa International Criminal Court o ICC. Git na senadora, dahil abogado ang dating Pangulo, kaya umaasa siya na susunod ito sa proseso. Umaasa rin si Ontiveros na pangangatawanan ng Malacanang ang kanilang sinabi at pagbibigyan lahat ng request ng ICC sa pamagitan ng Interpol at tiyakin na gugulong ang hustisya. Ito si Patrol 19, Celi Ortega Bueno, para sa impilang metodong lakas sa DWIZ. Nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
Samantala, Pangulong Marcos pinalawig ang appointments ng karamihan sa mga miyembro ng Bangsamoro Transition Authority. Ang detalye po ng balitang yan ihahatid ni Patrol 13, Gilbert Perdes.
Nagpasya si Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. na palawigin pa ang appointment ng halos 50 miyembro ng Bangsamoro Transition Authority o BTA, habang 30 naman ang itinalagang mga bagong miyembro nito. Sa inilabas na listahan ng Presidential Communications Office o PCO, muling itinalaga ang 49 na mga miyembro ng BTA. Kasama na rito si Muhammad Iqbal, 31 naman ang mga itinalagang bagong miyembro. Ang BTA ang nagsisilbing pansamantalang lehislatura ng Bangsamoro Autonomous Region and Muslim Mindanao o BARM. Orihinal na itinaktang magtapos ang mandato ng BTA noong June 30, 2022 dahil nagkaroon ng pag-amyenda sa Bangsamoro Organic Law sa panahon ng ika-18 Kongreso. Muling pinalawig ang termino ng mga BTA members ng panibagong 3 taon o hanggang June 30, 2025. Pero dahil na ipagpaliban ng May 12, 2025 BARM parliamentary elections patungong October 13 ngayong taon sa ilalim ng bagong batas, muling itinalaga ng Pangulo ang karamihan sa mga miyembro ng BTA at nagtalaga rin ng mga bagong miyembro para sa kabuang 80 mga miyembro ng BTA. Nauna nang nagtalaga si Pangulong Marcos ng tatayong Chief Minister ng BARM sa katauhan ni Governor Abdul Rauf Makakua kapalit ni Ahod Ibrahim. Patrol 13, Gilbert Perdes para sa himpilang may todong las. DWIZ nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
Samantala, pagpapaigting ng batas at pagbibigay ng pangmatagalang solusyon, magpapaunlad sa sektor ng agrikultura. Sino ang nagsabi niyan? Patrol 30, Jelly Mendez.
Naniniwala ang ilang social media personality na mas mainam ang pagpapaigting ng mga batas at pagbibigay ng pangmatagalang solusyon upang mapaunlad ang sektor ng agrikultura. Ito ang inihayag ng aktor na Jaime Cabrega na nakadepende sa food security ng ating bansa. Anya mahalagang matulungan ang mga magsasaka at mangingisda upang mapalakas ang produksyon at maiwasang masayang ang kanilang ani. Tatandaan ang agri-partners siyang nanguna sa pagbibigay ng boses sa sektor ng agrikultura na nakagawa ng mga batas na makakatulong sa mga magsasaka. Sa ilalim ng pamumuno ni Representative Wilbert Lee, may git-6 na raang panukalang batas at resolusyon ang naipasa para sa kapakanan ng mga magsasaka at mangingisda, maging ang mga lokal na produksyon ng pagkain na pinagiri ang food security soldiers. Lahil ang mga babata sa pagkakaroon na pamatagalang solusyon na pagtaas ng presyo ng pagkain at tiyakian ang seguridad sa pagkain ng bansa. Sabi na sa mga batas na isinulong at nagpasa ang New Agrarian Emancipation Act, Philippine Salt Industry Development Act at ang Anti-Agricultural Economic Sabotage Act, habang patuloy naman isinusulong ang pagpasa ng mga panukalang batas kabilang na ang Cheaper Rice Act, Post-Harvest Facility Support Act, Kadiwa Agri-Food Terminal at iba pa. Bukod pa dito, ang pagtaas ng benepisyo mula sa 30% patungo sa 50%, libreng dialysis, set-up, dental care, libreng gamutan sa cancer at pagpapagamot. Ito si Patrol 30. Jello Mendez nag-uulak para sa hindi na may todong lakas na DWIZ. Nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
At yan ang tamang balita sa mga oras na ito. Mag-follow at subscribe sa lahat ng DWIZ News digital channels. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, X, DWIZ News app at DWIZ News website. Ako po si Laika Cuevas, nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
Oras-oras nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
That news update was brought to you by Bingo Plus.
Download Bingo Plus app now in Google Play and App Store for a chance to win up to 312 million pesos jackpot prize. Visit bingoplus.com to learn more. With Bingo Plus, bingo sa saya, plus sa panalo.
Oras 2:35 ng hapon.
That time check was brought to you by
Whirlpool Home Appliances that make everyday living so much easier. From washers, dryers, refrigerators, microwave ovens, cooking products, to air cons, air purifiers, and dishwashers. Whirlpool, sensing what matters today. Making your world a little easier. Whirlpool.
DWIZ Negoshow kasama sina Lito Gagni at Gerry Urbina. Negoshow.
Okay, we're back. And we have a very special guest, a very inspiring guest today. Guest po natin is Dr. Janina Gutierrez-Tan, isang registered chemist, and she's the president and founder or Hair Rev. Yan. Uy, Janina, before we went on break, di ba, pinag-usapan natin, kayo mismo yung brand ninyo, di ba, naging victim rin kayo ng scam.
Yeah.
Diba? Can you talk about that? And how customers can avoid falling into the trap of buying fake Hair Rev products?
Okay, so we had a video. We had a certain celebrity posted a video talking about our product.
Which celebrity is this? Banggitin mo naman.
Am I allowed to say?
Yes!
Okay. Si Sir Joey.
Ayun. Yes, that's right. Oh.
So, napaka-respected naman po niya, no?
Correct,
so,
yeah.
this brand grabbed the video,
Okay.
cut out the part when he would say Hair Rev, and replaced it with their names.
Oh.
With
So,
the
parang
name of their brand.
Tawag dyan, video splicing, di ba?
Opo.
Oo.
And then, use that video to, I would see it on Facebook, to direct customers to their website.
Naku.
And so we tried to order.
Okay.
And then when we ordered, the way bill shows the address, right?
Okay.
It came from a barangay in the south. A
Okay.
small barangay in the south.
Yep.
And when I saw it, I mean, you can easily tell when a product is not FDA registered. For one, yung labeling.
Okay.
FDA mandates that all the ingredients are declared, the volume size are declared,
Yep.
the address of manufacturer.
Yes.
Actually, this brand pala, the scam brand, posted, they have on their permit, on their website, an FDA permit.
Okay.
But when we visited the office, the office indicated on the website it was actually another company.
Okay.
So it was probably grabbed also.
Oh, wow, wow. So, I mean, again, just for the knowledge of the people that are watching or listening right now, saan ba mabibili yung mga Hair Rev products? Para just to ensure na hindi sila ma-victimize ng mga fake,
Okay.
diba? Or imposter brands, diba? Tulad ng kinikwento mo.
Apo. Ang Hair Rev po ay mabibili sa selected Mercury branches
Oh, wow.
nationwide.
Okay.
So as far as Sultan Kudarat, as I was saying,
Yes.
meron po.
Yeah.
Sa northern parts, meron din po.
Yep.
But it's in the pharmacy area. So they have to go and ask the assistant pharmacist for Hair Rev.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And then we also have it available in our website,
Yes.
hairrev.ph,
Yep.
and Lazada, Shopee, and TikTok Mall. So, naka-mall store po tayo
Okay.
para guaranteed na original.
Legit.
Legit.
Diba? Wait, binanggit mo, Doktora, yung mercury drug.
Opo.
Napaka-challenging daw yan, di ba? Na mapasukan. Di ba? Can you siguro share naman for those, again, mga aspiring entrepreneurs that are tuned in right now, How did you navigate that process of getting into such a major retail chain?
To be honest with you, we're still navigating. It's still a challenge.
Still ongoing pala, ha?
Because our job doesn't stop at being inside Mercury.
Okay.
The biggest step was getting it accepted by Mercury to be inside, and they are very strict. You have to show the FDA. They check the packaging label. They check the ingredients. They check the studies. But you have to convince, kasi Mercury, the branch manager's order So if the branch manager does not order from you, then wala kang magagawa.
Ganun ba?
Opo. Kaya may mga iba po.
So may autonomy yung branch manager kung anong mga produkto ang i-carry ng tindahan nila, ng location nila.
Madami din pong case na wag na nang baka technical po ako.
Sige.
So, but it is a challenge. It's a continuing challenge that we are facing.
Okay.
I mean, we are trying to fight and stay afloat.
Okay, that's good. Thank you for sharing that. Wait, as a startup, 'di ba? Yung big challenge kasi for many entrepreneurs, 'di ba? Funding, 'di ba? When you start your business at the beginning, ano ba 'yan? Did you tinatawag na bootstrap? Ibig sabihin na sarili mong pondo yung ginamit mo, or did you go out and seek investors or partners?
Sarili kong pondo ang ginamit ko. We started small.
Okay.
And then, of course, with the help of my dad.
Okay. Shout out naman sa dad mo.
Shout out to my dad. And the support of the family.
Yes.
So, if you notice nung una, hindi pa namin kaya magpa-print ng bottle. Kasi masyado malaki yung MOQ.
Yung MOQ is minimum
order quantity ng
okay.
bottles.
Yeah,
and I couldn't afford yet. So labels, stickers pa rin kami. Pero nung lumalaki na yung sales, kaya ko na magpa-print.
Okay.
So unti-unti po kaming lumalaki.
Wow. Okay. Again, thank you for sharing that, ha. Wait, let's talk about naman yung hair science and yung mga common hair concerns.
Okay, that's
diba?
what I like.
Yan. Kasi 'di ba yung hair loss, very very sensitive topic for many people, 'di ba? What are the biggest misconceptions about hair thinning and regrowth dito sa atin sa Pilipinas?
Parati ko po sinasabi sa lahat ng users, walang magic. Walang overnight success sa hair growth and hair thickening. Kasi madalas na nakukuha naming feedback. 3 araw na ako gumagamit, hindi effective ang product nyo. Or 1 week na ako, hindi effective ang product nyo, may hair fall pa rin ako. Of course naman po. Pag may brand, and I see this on Facebook, there are some brands who say 0 hair fall in 1 week. Of course, that's not true.
Imposible yun. Yeah.
Science will tell you it's not true because hair grows in a cycle.
Okay.
Ibig sabihin po, lahat tayo pinanganak, meron tayong hair follicles.
Okay.
Set number of hair follicles, about 100,000. And each hair follicle will grow hair.
Yes.
In a person's lifetime, siguro hanggang 20 to 30 hair ang mag-grow. So, umpisa po, may growing phase, mag-grow yung buhok, and then it will go through a resting phase, it will go through a falling phase. Now, pag nasa falling phase na po siya, it can last up to 2 to 5 years. Once it's already on the falling phase, you cannot reverse it. Mahuhulig at mahuhulog yun.
Okay.
So, kunyari po, gumamit kayo ng hair rev. Pero meron na kayong hair na nasa falling phase na. Hair rev will not stop that from falling. It will fall. But the most important thing is that after it falls, new hair will grow and that hair will be healthier and thicker.
Ayun.
At yung mga hair na nasa growing phase pa lang, mapapalakas siya ng hair rev, mapapatibay, mapapakapal. Yun po ang importante. So, it will take time. Yun po yung lagi
patience.
Patience is a virtue. I don't have patience, but it is a virtue. So, yun po yung lagi kong sinasabi sa mga tao. In fact, it's true for any treatment, not just hair rev. Even if you do minoxidil or you do transplant, it's not going, nagpa-transplant ka ngayon, makapal na buhok mo bukas, hindi po. So, lahat po yan, may waiting period. Lahat kailangan, sabi nga nila, pag wala kang tiyaga, wala kang nilaga.
Ayun, yes. Ayun. Pero wait, ano yung timeline na usually for hair rev to kick in? Diba? just to manage yun nga, yung mga customer expectations. Yung mga-
Usually in 8 to 10 weeks.
Ayun,
you will
8 to
see
10 weeks,
significant results.
significant
There are
results.
some who say earlier. Kasi iba-iba naman po ang tao.
Correct,
Iba-iba din ang
Yep.
katawan natin.
Yes.
We are going through different things, different health issues. So it could vary. But in 8 to 10 weeks, there should be a significant effect. Now, if it's just falling hair, marami pong babae, sinasabi nila in as early as 3 to 4 weeks, meron ng effect. Ako po, nung nagkaroon po ako ng excessive hair fall nung pandemic,
Yep.
as in kahit saan po ako pumunta, may buhok. Kasi stress na stress ako sa negosyo.
Okay, yes.
It took me about a month before mag-normalize yung hair ko.
Okay. Wow. Okay, wait. So, what can you say, di ba? Kasi tulad ng sinabi mo kanina, di ba? There are so many products in the market claiming to help with hair loss and a lot promising overnight, di ba? Success or overnight results. I mean, I guess what sets Hair Rev apart ba talaga from these other brands that are out there in the market?
We have real people and real results.
Yun, yes.
Well, kumbaga, hiwalay-hiwalay natin yung mga products out there, no? So, compared to the drugs,
Yes.
Hair Rev is made with natural ingredients. And then, compared naman to other products with natural ingredients,
Yep.
ang pinaka na-appreciate po ng mga users namin, ang difference namin, aside from being effective and safe, and not chemicals, not drugs, is that mabango. Alam ko
Ayun.
napakasimple.
Yes.
Pero mabango at hindi malagkit.
Yes,
Because
yes.
for working women like me on the go, kaninang umaga naglagay ako bago ako pumunta dito, but you can't tell.
Yeah.
It doesn't make my hair limp. It doesn't make it oily.
Correct.
And I think that's a big thing for men
Big
and
plus
women.
yun for Hair Rev kasi hindi mangdidiri yung asawa mo sa'yo.
Yeah.
But Dr. Janina, di ba there's a difference between what men and women experience when it comes to hair loss? Bago mo sagutin yun, time check muna tayo. It's 2:47.
That time check was brought to you by
Whirlpool Home Appliances that make everyday living so
Oras na para malalimang pag-isipan kung sino ang iuupo mo sa susunod na eleksyon. Hatid ng Aliw Broadcasting Corporation ang DWIZ. Iboto ang tama. Itama ang boto. Alamin ang mga tamang balita at tamang impormasyon sa Aliw Channel 23, DWIZ News Nationwide, DWIZ News TV, DWIZ News FM Regional Network, Home Radio 97.9 at lahat ng digital channels ng DWIZ, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, X at DWIZ News website. DWIZ. Iboto ang tama. Itama ang boto. Pilipino, pag-isipan ng tama para sa desisyong tama. Kayang-kaya mo ang kahit na ano kung ikaw mismo ang gagawa nito. Let's learn new things sa DIY Do It Yourself.
Na-encounter mo na ba yung meron kang ida-download mula sa iyong browser pero ayaw nito mag-start o hindi ito matapos-tapos dahil sa network issue? Baka naman ito ay dahil hindi updated o nag-e-error ang adapter na ginagamit mo. Para hindi na ma-delay ang iyong gagawin, sundan mo lamang ito. Step 1. Buksan ang device manager ng iyong laptop or computer. Step 2. Hanapin at iselect ang network adapters. Step 3. I-right-click ang adapter na iyong ginagamit para sa network at i-uninstall mo ito. Step 4. Hintayin lumabas ang confirmation screen at piliin ang delete this driver software. At step 5, i-restart ang iyong computer. Pagkatapos, i-install mo ulit ang driver na pwede mong ma-download mula sa manufacturer. Gets mo ba? Sige nga, do it yourself.
Pagsapit ng alas 12 bago ka mag-lunch o kaya nagla-lunch ka. Dagdagan pa ang mga alam mo para hindi ka naman huli sa balita. Live sa DWIZ Manila at sa lahat ng DWIZ News FM sa buong Pilipinas, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. At mapapanood ng live sa Aliw 23 Free TV at sa lahat ng digital channel ng DWIZ. Ang Balitang Bayan. Mga balitang nangyari lang at kasalukuyang nangyayari. Balitang Bayan. Kasama ang opisyal na tagagising ng bayan, si Drew Seno. Di ka aantukin kapag nalaman mo na ang latest sa Balitang Bayan. Sa patuloy na pagbabalita ng tama at paglilingkod ng tama. DWIZ Negoshow. Kasama sina Lito Gagni at Gerry Urbina. Negoshow.
Okay, we're back. Ayun, may nakabitin na question, Tora Janina, about yung difference between how men lose their hair and women lose their hair, diba? Can you explain the difference?
Okay. Well, for both,
Yep.
it's the most common is male or female pattern baldness.
Pattern
So,
baldness,
for
okay.
men, it's yung tinatawag po nating androgenic alopecia.
Okay.
So, yung parang predisposition na sensitive sila sa DHT. Yung DHT po ay napaproduce ng 5-alpha reductase na enzyme
Okay.
working on the testosterone. So, kino-convert niya yung testosterone to DHT. Yung DHT po ang nakakapag-cause ng hair
Baldness
loss
or
baldness.
Ano?
So, usually for men, it starts dito sa may temporal area. Sa, sa temples. Dito,
Oh, no.
nagkakaroon ng lobe. Parang nagiging
Yeah.
M.
Oh no, yeah.
And then at the same time, dito sa crown nagkakaroon. Slowly, the crown gets bigger.
Yes.
And then the M becomes further up high.
More prominent.
Yeah, until it meets the crown.
Naku.
Ganun po yung pattern ng males.
Male baldness or hair loss, sorry.
Opo.
Yeah, oh.
Sa females naman, usually around the time of menopause, although it can happen earlier for some, especially those who are experiencing changes in hormones due to childbirth, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
It starts with a thinning in the middle part.
Okay.
Or actually, pwedeng diffuse thinning din. So, ibig sabihin parang kalat siya na overall thinning. And then, dito po sa crown, it starts becoming wider and wider.
Oh, okay. So again, thank you so much for sharing that kasi I think there's also a lot of misconception about, hair loss when it comes to the gender split, 'di ba? Pero yun, binanggit mo ma'am, yung postpartum hair loss, 'di ba? Yung mga babaeng kapanganak lang, they suffer from all of a sudden parang surprise nalalagas yung buhok nila, 'di ba? Bakit nangyayari yun?
Kasi when they give birth, there's a huge drop in estrogen. And there's a big hormone change going on. So also the trauma of giving birth, the stress, the sleepless nights can cause extreme hair fall. So that's what we call postpartum hair fall or hair thinning or hair loss. But the good news is it's reversible naman.
Okay.
So,
and again, hair rev can help.
Yes,
Reverse.
because the way hair rev works kasi is it nourishes the hair follicles.
Yes.
So that it receives the nutrition it needs and then your hair will become thicker and stronger. Para nabubuhay siya. Para fertilizer, vitamins.
Okay. Wow, that's good. That's good. Ma'am, can we talk naman about yung mga marketing strategies nyo, yung customer acquisition strategies ninyo, di ba? How are you educating customers about hair rev and how are you gaining their trust in such a competitive industry?
Well, we do have videos. That's why I also went and studied again.
Okay.
Because I wanted to let them know that I understand the hair cycle.
Yes, yeah.
And then so we educate them about hair growth and hair cycle and we have a very good customer service team.
Oo.
So we train our
Tulad ng sinabi mo
customer.
kanina, sinasagot nyo yung mga inquiry.
Sinasagot talaga na.
Totoong tao yung sumasagot.
Totoong tao, case to case. And if they don't know the answers, they come to me.
They go to you.
If I don't know the answer, I come to my hair experts in the reputable hospitals in Metro Manila. Sabihin ko, Doc, pa-phone a friend.
Yes, yeah.
So, I ask them for advice also.
Yeah. So again, you find it that many of your customers are also aside from just, on top of buying your product, they're also reaching out to you for further advice via your social media handles.
The way I see it, they want to know they're not alone.
Ayun. Yeah. I think that's
And
very
I think they
important.
want to know that the brand cares about them.
Yeah. That's good, ma'am. That's a very, very good strategy, Doctora. Wait, ma'am. What marketing strategies has best worked for hair rev? Yung social media nyo ba? Or influencer marketing or word of mouth?
Pwede bang all of the above?
All of the above. Wow, swerte nyo naman. Yeah. That's good. That's very positive, ha? Oh, yan, ha? Narinig nyo. All of the above. Gumagana para sa hair rev. So, how important it is
For
to
me,
invest in social media nowadays?
It's very important. It's the reason why we are able to compete with bigger brands because it's less expensive.
That's right.
Admittedly, I will not have the budget for TV ads or for billboards, but through social media and through word of mouth, then we are able to get sales and to get customers, to get the word out there. And I think it's very important, and I'm so thankful to our customers who share their stories.
Yes.
I think in hindsight, I think that's the most effective for us. The customers who share their real stories.
Yung mga video testimonials
yung mga
nila.
journeys nila.
Journeys
Opo.
nila. Wow. Yan, ma'am. Again, thank you for sharing that, ha? The social media, a lot of entrepreneurs nga have to understand na social media is the great equalizer now. It allows you to compete.
Yes, that's a good term, ah.
Yeah. Compete against the bigger brands out there, the more established traditional brands. Ma'am, yung e-commerce naman. I mean, how do you see e-commerce playing a bigger role in HairRev's future?
Actually, it is already playing a big role in our future because a lot of our sales are in through e-commerce.
Okay. Well, are you looking to expand abroad?
That is my dream.
Okay.
That is my dream that we are able to export.
Okay.
Because I honestly believe that the Filipino brands can, and not just me. As I said earlier, I'm currently VP for the Chamber of Cosmetics Industries of the Philippines, and it is my dream that our members are able to export. Kahit hindi ako. Basta the Filipino brands can be can make it. I will be so happy.
Yeah. Wait. Right now, if you could collaborate with any brand that's out there in the market or personality even, di ba? To expand HairRev's reach, who would that be and why?
I would collaborate with the doctors.
With the doctors, ha? So yan, ha?
Which I'm trying to do. But, syempre, because of their ethical reasons, they're not allowed to endorse. But if I were to choose, I would choose them. Okay.
I'm sure there's many doctors that are watching and listening right now. I mean, how can they reach out to you, Dr. Janina, if they want to collaborate?
Through our page po, hairrev.ph.
Okay. Ayun, ha? So, mga interesado na mag-collaborate with Dr. Janina, please reach out to her. Ma'am, siguro, are you able to share what's next for HairRev? Where do you see the brand in the next 3 to 5 years? I mean, are there any exciting plans or new products in the pipeline?
Well, we are going to launch soon a series of safe, ammonia-free, peroxide-free hair color.
Boy!
So, we will be delivering to Mercury.
Oh, again, Mercury again, huh?
Yeah, and we're already selling online.
Yes. Okay.
So, kasi...
What's the name of this brand, ma'am?
No Gray. No Gray by HairRev.
Okay. No Gray by HairRev. Okay.
Actually, kung anong hingin sa amin ng customers namin, yun ang dinidevelop namin eh. Kasi a lot of our customers who have hair problems don't want to use the ammonia-based hair dyes already or the peroxide hair dye. So
they're very rough, diba, on the hair.
Yeah, so that's what we've been working on. Or there are dyes na ammonia-free pero pag tinignan mo yung label, may peroxide.
Correct, yeah.
So that's what we've been working on, coming up with an ammonia-free, peroxide-free hair dye. Para yung mga katulad, yung mga nakikita kong testimonies, ayaw nila na gumamit ng hair dye kasi baka numipis yung buhok nila. Pwede na sila mag-hair dye.
Yeah, and sometimes it causes allergic reactions as well.
Yes.
Madami pong tayong mga kababayan that are highly sensitive to hair dye. Diba? Well, ma'am, look, we've reached the tail end of our show. Thank you so much again for spending your afternoon with us. But before you go, siguro are you able to part with words of inspiration for the entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs that are tuned in right now? Especially the female entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs, diba? Kasi it's Women's Month. Yeah.
Ay, sorry. hindi naman ako ganun ka-wise para magbigay ng payo. But I always tell everyone, especially my children also, na walang period sa buhay.
Yeah.
So, especially at the time of the pandemic when we were having a hard time, I was really down, but we're able to rise up above it.
Yeah.
So I want to tell all the women that we can rise above any situation, any obstacle, and any hurdle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Laban lang.
Ayan, yeah. Thank you
Laban
so
lang
much,
po.
Dr. Janina. And we hope to have you back on the show again. Ha? Our next program is Senyor Balita with Senyor Ray Pacheco.
DWIZ Negoshow kasama sina Lito Gagni at Gerry Urbina. Negoshow.
This is the news and information station of Aliw Broadcasting Corporation, reaching and engaging every Filipino on air, online, and on ground. Ito ang bagong DWIZ 882, nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. Proud member of ALC Group of Companies.
I'm so thankful to you, not just for the great and natural benefits of MX3, but for spreading the good news. And you're not only giving good health to the body, but giving good health to the whole person, body, mind, soul, and spirit. That's the best thing about MX3. Hi, Shalom. I'm Nena Benito. I'm 70 years old. I'm a scriptwriter and a speechwriter by profession. And I'm here to tell my MX3 story.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. For once, I'm in front of camera.
You have been with 700 Club for 27 years. How does MX3, play a part in this journey of yours?
Well, what's great about MX3, it's made in the Philippines, so it's ours. It's something that we can bless the world with. It's natural, it's God's creation, and because I'm 70, I highly recommend take MX3 if you want to reach age 70 and beyond.
Yes.
And I want to live many, many more years because these are crucial years. And MX3 really is a big boost to giving well-being, healthy life. And so thank God for MX3. MX3, dito ako believe.
Pagsapit ng alas 12 bago ka mag-lunch o kaya nagla-lunch ka, dagdagan pa ang mga alam mo para hindi ka naman huli sa balita. Live sa DWIZ Manila at sa lahat ng DWIZ News FM sa buong Pilipinas, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. At mapapanood ng live sa Aliw 23 Free TV at sa lahat ng digital channel ng DWIZ. Ang Balitang Bayan. Mga balitang nangyari lang at kasalukuyang nangyayari. Balitang Bayan. Kasama ang opisyal na tagagising ng bayan, si Drew Seno. Di ka aantukin kapag nalaman mo na ang latest sa Balitang Bayan. Sa patuloy na pagbabalita ng tama at paglilingkod ng tama. Balitang Bayan. Araw-araw, 12 noon. Bago maniwala sa mga claim na yan, patunayan na yan sa Let's Prove It! Ilang baso ng tubig ang naiinom mo per day? Sumusobra ba ito sa recommended 8 glasses? O nagkukulang pa ito? Alam mo bang ang sobrang pag-inom ng tubig ay nakakamatay daw? Tara, let's prove it! Ayon sa medicalnewstoday.com na ang katawan ay nangangailangan ng tubig upang gumana ng tama. Ngunit ang sobrang pag-inom ng masyadong mabilis ay maaaring magkaroon ng damage sa kalusugan. Ang mga kidney ay maaari lamang mag-alis ng 0.8 hanggang 1.0 litro ng tubig kada oras. At ang napakataas na pag-inom ng tubig ay maaaring makasira ng balance ng electrolyte sa katawan. Dagdag pa ng Mayo Clinic na ang adequate daily fluid intake ng isang babae ay around 2.7 liters at 3.7 liters naman sa kalalakihan. Kaugnay nito, isinaad naman ng healthline.com na ang kidneys ng isang healthy adult ay maaring mag-flush out ng 20 hanggang 28 liters ng tubig bawat araw. Ngunit maaari lamang silang mag-alis ng humigit kumulang na 1 liter bawat oras. Ginagawa nitong mahirap para sa iyong mga kidney na makasabay kapag umiinom ka ng mahigit 1 liter kada oras. Kaya naman, hinay-hinay lang sa pag-inom ng tubig kasi baka imbis na makaiwas ka sa UTI, nadadagdagan pa ang sakit mo. Bago maniwala sa mga claim-claim na yan, patunayan na yan sa Let's Prove It! Stress reliever daw para sa iba ang paninigarilyo. Yung iba naman ay hindi na daw kayang alisin ng paninigarilyo sa araw-araw na pamumuhay nila.